Okay. Oh, it's too bright. It's Saturday, and today I thought I would do like a stay-at-home vlog. I've been seeing these go around lately, and I just put up our new calendar. Last month, my friends and I went into this little store in Oakland, and the store owner had this calendar, and it was really cool because she and her business partner took these photographs all around the city, and they're very like scenic, nature-y. I'm very much a beach person. I love the beach. It's like one of my favorite places to go to decompress. They both took these really stunning images and they turned it into a calendar for 2021, so I love it. It's like very simple, and we were also supporting a small business, so I love that. My roommate and I ended up writing like our intentions on the spreads, but this was January's photograph. Stunning, right? So stunning. And then it's just very simple. It has the monthly layout, and then she said that after we finish for the month, we can actually like cut the border of this if we wanted to and use it as like a print, and then we can frame these. We're definitely gonna keep these. I would love to frame these around the apartment. I think it's just a really cool way to repurpose. So how have I been? How have you been? How have you all been? How was your week? Let me know in the comments below. I really would love to do more mental check-ins with all of you. Okay, here is a rundown of our to-do list for today. I'd like to plan for February for sure, at least for my expenses, because I did get paid yesterday, so every time I do get a paycheck, I usually try to allocate money and budget right away. Otherwise, the more I wait, like the more I'm gonna want to spend it on things I don't need. Anyways, it's already 11:30 and I really need to eat something, so let's go to the kitchen and make some food. So this morning I like cleaned and stuff, took out the trash, the recycling, tried to wipe down my stove because earlier this week our stove was not working, so it's finally fixed now and it feels so good to have it back. This morning I wanted to make avocado toast. I'm also just trying to use up everything that's in my fridge right now. I usually toast it towards the end because I'm gonna fry an egg right now. I'm gonna do a little bit of butter. I think I'm gonna do like a scrambled situation with spring onion. Our #1 pet peeve is wasting food. So I've been trying to get more creative about some of the concoctions that I make at home. So yeah, here is how I like to spice up my avocado toast. I have some tomatoes here, and then I'm gonna crack 2 eggs in this. My spring onion's drying up right now, but this is really great. You're gonna cut it into really, really tiny pieces. Spring onion is like a must in your household. You should always have it because it's just a really great herb to add to any dish that you have, to soup, to noodles, to stir fry. I have some tomatoes right here, and then I'm gonna cut them small too. They don't have to be perfect. Into the mix they go. Just a little bit of spinach. And I'm gonna just add the rest of my tomatoes because, like I said, we are not gonna waste that. White pepper, just a little bit for some flavor. Smoked paprika is the bomb. Honestly, you can have whatever you want. Like, everybody has their eggs differently. I just don't like to add too much salt to anything because salt's not good for you. So try to stay away from salt if you can. I usually do smoked paprika, a little bit of pepper. Okay, welcome to my stove. So I'm gonna turn my heat back on, and then I'm gonna put the eggs in. It's an avocado. Super cute. I don't think this one was ripe yet, but that's okay. I'm gonna pour this in. So you're gonna want it to just let it do its thing. And once the edges start to kind of cook around, you can get your spatula. So you see how like it's starting to cook a little bit? And what I like to do is I like to go in the middle and let it cook a little bit in the middle. Your heat is still on high. Don't let it sit for too long. You want to keep on moving it around because otherwise it's gonna burn. I'm gonna turn off my heat now. You want it to just be a little crispy at the bottom, but I still like it to be a little raw on top. I might do a little bit more seasoning on top. Okay, so here it is, my little impromptu breakfast toast. Let's give it a try. Yeah. Hello everybody, it is 12:30 now and I'm still planning a couple of things. I've been watching this documentary about Princess Nokia. She's a rapper based in New York, and I've been listening to her interviews, just listening to her speak about her spiritual journey and how she had developed her confidence over the years. It was really awesome to listen to her speak about the hardship behind this journey of her figuring herself out, you know? And I just think it's really dope how she really advocates for women, and she talked about this term called urban feminism, and how feminism as a concept, or how it's been taught, could be very exclusive to certain groups of people. Learning how to open up my mind more to different perspectives and understanding the concept of feminism and how that's broken down into different branches is, I don't know, it's very liberating, and I feel like it's important to know that because it's a part of your identity. That's something I wanted to explore with too, what parts of your identity do you resonate with and which parts do you not. Welcome to my closet. There's a lot going on in here. It's not super organized. I'm just gonna be really real with y'all. Haven't had a chance to really organize it strategically, which is why we are here today doing this video. So I don't know if any of you have ever gone through this before, but I feel like I hold a sentimental attachment to my clothes, and therefore it's hard for me to get rid of it. And I'm also just very stubborn when it comes to buying new pieces. I'm very picky, which is why I love thrifting so much, because you find very unique pieces all the time. But it's about that time now where I feel like I am really evolving right now, and the clothes that I'm starting to feel not confident in any of the clothes that I'm wearing. And I know that we aren't really going anywhere these days, and you know, I keep going through this thought of oh yes, one day I'm gonna wear that. For the time that comes when we all get to go out and be about and be our heart selves and blah blah blah, but that's not realistic. So it's time to let go of some pieces. See, stuff like this I really like. This used to be a past me. So I'm just gonna go through on my hangers first, see which ones that I'm nah, maybe. This one I've had for so long. It's been a couple of years, and it's a vintage top that I thrifted when I first came over here. I remember the very first time I wore this. I wore this my first day of school at Mills, and I was in such a different headspace. I didn't think that I would be here in this position today. So I just remember everything I was feeling in this shirt. This shirt has been through a lot. I think it's very unique because it has these collared. Trying to develop your capsule wardrobe is one of the hardest things, I feel because I just have so many different clothes that I really enjoy at different times. I also have this plain button up. It's cute and everything, but it just doesn't really suit me anymore, so it's time to let it go. I've outgrown it. It's time to let it go. I remember when cheetah print was a huge thing, and I did like this shirt for a while, but not anymore. She can go. I'm very much a jacket person. I love collecting coats, so if I could collect any clothing item, it would be a jacket. This one I am torn between. I always look at it and it brings me so much joy, but I have not worn it. I've only worn it a couple of times. I've worn it out once. Out as I mean in the nighttime, in the evening, girl out on the town. That's what I mean by out. Anyways, this is the blazer. It's an Ann Taylor blazer that was thrifted, and it has the shoulder pads in it still, and I love gingham. I think gingham is such a classic print. I see myself wearing a white t-shirt with blue jeans with this blazer situation. You could also wear black jeans and a burnt orange top. That would be cute with this. So it's around 1 o'clock right now, and I'm gonna get started on a little bit of work. afternoon, everybody. I put my glasses on because I've been on screen for a minute. Let me turn off Frank Ocean. Hold on. So I'm heating up lunch. I'm gonna have some rice and some of the leftover egg from this morning and some kimchi. This is the kimchi brand that I'm eating right now. Lately, when I've been just staying home, I try to do a mental check-in with myself, like through different periods of the day. Just do like a body scan, because sometimes I do get cabin fever when I'm like stuck in here. I'm not necessarily stuck. I mean, I could obviously go for a walk, or like I can go somewhere if I really wanted to, but I'm trying to say that I do periodic body scans throughout the day, because if you're working under a lot of stress, I think that's a very good thing to do, to periodically just check in with yourself, like, hey, how am I feeling right now? Am I in tune with myself? Am I listening to my body and what it needs? Because sometimes when we go into overdrive, at least for me, whenever I overwork, it's hard to unplug from it. So give it a try if you're a workaholic like me, or if you feel like you've been having a hard day. I like to really pay close attention to my energy levels, and you know, learning how to protect your energy is really important when it comes to your mental health. Anyways, here's lunch. Sometimes I do a little extra. Kimchi is really good for you. It's a probiotic. It's also has a lot of other really great health benefits. I grew up eating kimchi because my parents also loved it too. Normally, whenever I have like a rice dish, I grew up always having like a side of soup. While I take my screen break, I'm gonna try to just stretch my body, and I'm gonna be reading from my poetry books. I am reading Falling Toward by The Moon and then Homebody right now, and you can see clearly I like the book because there's just so many great little gems in here. I wanted to share a poem that I read just now, and it was so good. It's from this book. Like my drama teacher once said, get into character. Okay. I get so lost in where I want to go, I forget that the place I'm in is already quite magical. I miss the days my friends knew every mundane detail about my life, and I knew every ordinary detail about theirs. Adulthood had starved me of that consistency, that us. The walks around the block, the long conversations when we were too lost in the moment to care what time it was, when we won and celebrated, when we failed and celebrated harder, when we were just kids. Now we have our very important jobs that fill up our very busy schedules. We compare calendars just to plan copy dates that one of us eventually cancels, because adulthood is being too exhausted to leave our apartments most days. I miss knowing I once belonged to a group of people bigger than myself. That belonging made life easier to live. Friendship nostalgia. Isn't it crazy how, like, as you are evolving, the people around you are also evolving, and that you're moving through different groups of people as you become closer or more distant based on where you're at in life? This whole situation that we've been in has been I have certain memories, and I remember like certain moments years ago when I was friends with this person. I remember being so close to certain people at the time, and now, like, you know, clearly life has taken its course, and it's not like I don't get along with these people anymore. It's just that we've just grown distant, and that's it, you know. And I'm really coming to terms with the fact that sometimes friends and people stay for a season, and that's okay. Also, last night I took some time and I was FaceTiming my younger sister, and we were doing this fun activity because she has a couple poetry books at home too. And so we were doing this thing where we would hold the book up, and then we would tell each other when to stop, and then we would choose a poem and read it to each other and see if it like would resonate or not. And it was such a cute activity. I know that many of us are not able to travel to go see our loved ones like usual right now. So if you are on FaceTime with them or on Zoom or whatever it is, however you're staying connected, this is a really cute way to, you know, spruce things up, I guess. I don't know. I love that we're spending this day together, by the way. I'm having a really good time like filming this. I feel like it's really chill, and it's very much a real day at home. Serum. This is the Ordinary Niacinamide Zinc Serum. It's supposed to be good for like acne scars and stuff like that. Our food came in. Yay! Spicy pad thai. Let me open it. Spicy. Ooh, this is a lot. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this tonight, which is great because then we'll have leftovers for tomorrow. I've been watching Broad City lately and I think that show is hilarious. It's like, it puts me in such a good mood. I'm just gonna be doing this for the rest of the night. Just chilling and editing, and I hope you all enjoyed staying in with me today. Let me know what you all were up to. I hope you all have a good night or a good rest of your day wherever you're watching, and I'll talk to you all very soon. Peace.